Can you tell me the difference between a turtle and a tortoise? How many of you know the importance of these animals? Today, I will be informing you about different species of turtle throughout Florida. I'll be informing you about aquatic turtles and how they affect our ecosystem, as well as gopher turtles and why we need to keep them off the endangered list. How many of you, again, know the difference between a turtle and a tortoise? Well, according to Diffin.com, their article, Turtle versus Tortoises, turtles are water-living reptiles. They live mostly in the water, if not all the time. As for tortoises, are dry land turtles, and they do not swim. A few species found in Florida range in size, color, and shape. For example, a few species I will be talking about today are the common snapping turtle, the Florida snapping turtle, river cooters, and the soft-shelled turtle. Common snapping turtle and Florida snapping turtle are very similar in looks. They also are very similar in size. They both have very long snouts in which curve like a beak and are very sharp and have very sharp claws as well. However, the common snapping turtle can be found all across North America. As for the Florida snapping turtle, can only be found in Peninsular Florida. Now for the river cooter. River cooters are one of the most colorful turtles out there. They have red, orange, or yellow underbellies in which you can see underneath their shell. They also have head stripes which go up towards their eyes and which can be yellow or orange, if not a mixture of both. And then we have the soft-shelled turtle. The soft-shelled turtle is a very distinct turtle. You can definitely tell the difference between other turtles as they do not have a hard, almost dome-like shell. They are very sleeked back. They almost don't even look like they have a shell. It's just flat. They have very soft edges of their shell, which makes it hard to pick up if you ever have to pick up a soft-shelled turtle. And they have very long necks. They are also brownish, maybe even a little bit greenish in color. But how do these turtles affect the environment? Well, aquatic turtles affect their environment and their ecosystem by their diet. They eat a large amount of aquatic vegetation, and they also are scavengers. So without them eating that large amount of vegetation, we would have a lot of animals die off due to the amount of oxygen that's being produced in the water, as well as the scavengers. They help break down, decompose, and get it even as fertilizer into the soil for those plants. And they also help, according to Turtle Survival Alliance, they help maintain pond, rivers, and lakes, and they do suggest to have them in any body of water in which you maintain. If turtles were to die off, we would have a major problem. For example, if sea turtles were to die off, we would lose our beaches. They feed mostly on seagrass, and without seagrass, we would not have our beaches due to erosion. According to TurtlePatrol.com, there are 5 different species of turtle that nest on our very own Flagler Beach. And as of 2019, sea turtles are nesting in record near numbers in Volusia and Flagler counties, exceeding expectations, which is amazing. And that is according to Dina Voiles Pulver, a reporter for Jacksonville.com News. However, not all turtles swim, and not all turtles are recognized for their importance. Tortoises, which are dry land turtles, are also essential, and here's why. The gopher tortoise, the only tortoise found east of the Mississippi, which is us, is a threatened species according to myfwc.com, which is My Fish and Wildlife. The gopher tortoise is known as a keystone species. A keystone species is a species in which other species rely on, and without them, there would be a major downfall in our ecosystem. This is what makes gopher tortoises essential. You can tell a tortoise by a turtle, for one, the shape of their shell. They have a very round shaped shell. They also look very ashy. Another way to tell is by their legs. FWC suggests that you relate it to elephant legs, as they are short and stubby but round. Another thing to know about gopher tortoises is that they do not swim. A lot of people mistaken them for aquatic turtles and do throw them in the water, and they don't survive. They cannot swim. Some are lucky enough to have air in their shell and float, but not many of them survive, and their bodies cannot sustain the temperature of the water. If gopher tortoises were to go extinct, then the following would occur. Less seeds would be spread and then germinated. As for, they do eat lower growing plants, which have a hard time with spreading seeds, as for the one cannot grab their seeds. So they eat those, they move along, pass it along, and then those plants grow. So they are a huge plus for plants, for germinating plants. Gopher tortoises share their burrows with more than 350 other species, and according to My Fish and Wildlife, they do say that without the gopher tortoises, about more than half than 350 of those other species would eventually go extinct. They would not have homes. They don't know how to provide homes for themselves. There's also possibility of adaptation, but again, they predict that almost half of 350 species would go extinct. Overall, I have informed you about the species of turtle in Florida and how to identify them, whether it be due to their legs, their shell, or the color of their underbellies, the importance of aquatic turtles, and how it is so very important to know which is which, whether they be a dangerous one like the common snapping turtle, or they be just one that needs help moving across the road. I have also informed you about the importance of gopher tortoises and why they need to be kept off the endangered list. They are a keystone species, and without that keystone species, we would lose almost 350 other species of animal. Now that you know how incredibly special these hard and soft-shelled species are, I'll hope, and I say this, I hope that you'd stop and help one when you see one in the road. Finally, I'd like to inform you that Gopher Tortoise Day is April 10th in Florida. Thank you.